Hello. Pull. Oh. Ooh. Yeah.
Give a damn about a hater when I feel like it. Not today, not today, not today, not tomorrow. Get out my way, please.
What's up mga ka-person? Did you miss me? Oh, did you miss me? Don't so worry, just sit back and relax and watch this new vlog. For today's video, we are going to explore and learn digital citizenship and Filipino people. First, what comes into your mind when you heard the word ICT?
I was late.
Aha! ICT is already widely recognized in the Philippines as an effective device for socio-economic upliftment. And also, the Arroyo Administration Medium-Term Philippine Development Plan identifies information and communication technology or ICT as a driver of job creation and investment. And wow! Undeniable importance of ICT as a major driver of the Philippines economy and a critical tool for better governance and corporate performance. And now, let's move on to the role of ICT in history. And there are four. The first one is the Radio Veritans and EDSA 1, or People Power Revolution. The second one is the Text Brigades or EDSA and EDSA 2. The third one is the Million People March. Lastly, and the last, the Yolanda People Finder. The first one is the Radio Veritas and the EDSA 1 or the People Power Revolution. During this time, Cardinal Tagle pointed out the Radio Veritas' essential function is to spread the right information, especially the Word of God. Through the help of the radio during EDSA or People Power Revolution, Aquino are comfortable to communicate and inform Filipinos to make protests against Marcos. Without Radio Veritas, it would be having difficult for them to mobilize millions of people in a matter of hours. And now, let's proceed. The next one is the Text Brigades and EDSA 2. EDSA Revolution became uprising that experienced by millennium's victims. The EDSA 2 was a 4-day historic event which occurred January 17, 21, 2001. Who was the president at the moment was Joseph Estrada. The role of ICT during the People Power is it that start of mobile generation where it was used as instrument for the every people citizen to know what government at that time was like. It also became a tool for the people to know about the EDSA People Power Revolution. It's more likely the tool that takes a big part of the revolution to happen. It was a peaceful revolution overthrowing the president at that time. The information and communication technology at that time was mobile phone. It was believed that it is the first empowerment technology revolution. Mobile phone was used for sending message instead calls, and that was interviewing part of EDSA 2. People Power 2 was arguably the world's first e-revolution, which is change of government that brought about by new forms of information and communication technology. In addition, things to remember during this time is that Philippines was named as the text capital of the world. Also, in 1995, short message service or SMS was introduced. From call to you to text to you. Most Filipinos use this service for communication since it's free. But soon, telco started charging 1 pesos per SMS. Before we continue, this video was sponsored by 1xBet, ang isa sa mga trusted betting site dito sa Pilipinas at sa ibang bansa. Kung gusto nyo bang mag-register ay i-click lang yung link sa pin comment sa ibaba at gano'n na din sa description box. I-type na rin ang ating promo code ng JVTV at maaari kang makakuha ng up to 7,000 pesos bonus points sa inyong unang deposit. Maaari kang mag-bet ng mga sporting event kagaya ng NBA, UFC Wimbledon at marami pang ibang sport. Siguraduhin nyo lang syempre na maging responsable sa inyong pag-bet. With that being said, let's continue.
Oh my God! Wow!
The third one is the Million People March. In this time, a series of small-scale rallies that happened in other cities across the country. But the main protest took place in Lunita Park. It has 4,000 attendees. The Million People March organizes supporters use FB, Twitter, and Charge org as their mediators. The last one is the Yolanda People Finder. We all know how Yolanda became a massive heat typhoon to our country and left many bloods being spilled. Yolanda was the most intense cyclone on the record, or known also as of Super Typhoon Haiyan. How time flies so fast that the Yolanda happened 3 years ago. I remember Haiyan as before it the country, that Filipinos were scared and worried what would ever happen then. The good thing of this modern society right now is it made information and communication technology, or ICT, as a sort of dissemination of foremost info and source of communication to the people who are affected. The ICT played a very important role in devastation event because without ICT, no one could ever help us like the other countries did, because how will they know if we cannot communicate with them, right? Having the technology at the time was the most reliable thing that every people needs in order to ask help. The Yolanda People Finder has been part of information and communication technology, or ICT. So the role of ICT in Yolanda People Finder is it was the means of allowing the users to post messages and search for their own families or friends who affected by the typhoon. And communication technology has been very useful invention that even in times of disaster, it made the people manage it a very reliable and easy instrument in order to rescue, find a help the affected people within the calamity. Amazing? I think it is. Overall, I can say that ICT enhances both way of life. ICT aided countless individuals. It would be extremely difficult to stay in touch with everyone and everything on the earth if it were not for this innovation. ICT is extremely commonplace because it is the means of communication and easily provides support to many people. And that's all for my learnings, and I hope you enjoy and learn something too. Special shout out to our beloved teacher in Environment and Technologies, Miss Tiara P. Hongoy.